All right, hello. Welcome back to Manly Good Investigations. I'm Jake Light. We'll be doing another talk about on a certain legal entity of sorts. Well, not really a entity, but let me just adjust the music. Well, actually, I should probably change the music as well. It's too exciting. All right. So yeah, we'll be talking about Kick.com. It's a streaming platform for those that do not know. It's like Twitch, all right? I don't want to say it's exactly like Twitch, but it tries to be like Twitch, for various reasons, which we'll look into a news article explaining all the news surrounding it, and a lot of controversies it can be found in this website. It can be found if you look. I don't think you have to look too deeply with it. Immediately when you just type kick.com, you get all sorts of news. Anyways, so before we start, basically in this legal investigations, I will be just generally looking through kick.com. There might be very sus things going on, but I don't think I've checked again. I already checked. Nothing too explicit, but the content, the things that are written on the streams, the stream titles, the thumbnails might be sus, all right? But there's nothing to worry about. But in any case, I kind of went and checked my stream settings. It has always been on mature. It has a mature mode, or for mature audience only. So good. I thought I needed to I haven't activated that, but all right. I've always been streaming for mature audiences all this while, and I didn't know about that. But yeah, just in case, I also put in 18 plus in my stream title as well, right? So you don't suddenly get shown something you might want not to see if, let's say, you're in public, or or working. For some reason you're watching streams on when you're working. Please don't, all right? Don't make me become the reason that you lose your job or something. All right? Anyways, so we're going to go through the website and also look into their terms of service very briefly, as well as their community guidelines very briefly, because I don't want to do a two episodes on this topic. Really, I don't want to give it too many exposures to it than I already am doing. I was really not really thinking about just not doing this, because I feel like it's not worth my time, but news just keep popping up. I sometimes here and there I keep seeing that kick.com gets referenced because they are very popular streamers who try to promote it, and I don't think they should. I don't think they should. Anyways, let's look at this news article, which was just it was only published, how long was it? 6 days ago. It was published 6 days ago. Imagine that. There's always news about it for some reason. So good thing though, because it is titled "What is Kick?" All right, so we'll go through a bit of it. All right. Kick is said to be a streaming platform that will financially benefit creators. With full version of Kick.com now available to users, many are asking if the network will eventually become a competitor to Twitch. I think you can easily answer that though. For a long time, the Amazon-owned streaming service has remained at the top of the list, outperforming various competitors. But a new live streaming platform appears to be taking over the market due to its novel approach to income sharing with all content creators. Kick.com wants to provide unique benefits to everyone involved in the live streaming community. So this one I have to ask. I'm not sure. is that people that are promoting Kick.com has been saying that it has great revenue sharing and all that stuff. I can't find that information anywhere in Kick.com itself. It has always been promoted by people who are, I guess, verified or affiliates of Kick.com, and the agreements for those sort of like monetization features is not found in their terms of service. It's not publicly shown in their website. There's nothing like the affiliate agreement in Twitch, where anyone can see it and decide for themselves whether they want to be an affiliate. So that is something that I want to point out. It's kind of suspicious already that you don't let anyone to see the agreement before you actually start streaming on the platform. And yeah, it's kind of weird, right? I understand why partnership agreement is not known to the public for Twitch, because it's case by case basis, and terms and conditions is always different, except for a few exceptions, maybe like the revenue split and such. But even then, they could be different because we don't know what the actual partnership agreements are. We only have, again, secondhand information about them. But for Kick.com, even the affiliate level, we don't know anything about it. Their website doesn't promote anything about it. There's no article section like a Twitch. Twitch has all these articles explaining all sorts of things, but Kick doesn't have anything like that. It's you'll understand, all right? I will go through the website and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, so there are a few things I want to check out probably in this news article. Is they will explain what is Kick.com and who owns it. All right, Kick.com is a website, it's a brand. It doesn't tell you who they are, right? Like Twitch is owned by Amazon, so what exactly Kick.com? Who exactly owns Kick.com? Who created Kick? Yeah, over here. While Tyler Trainwreck Nicknam revealed a while ago that he will be joining Kick as an advisor in February 2023, the question as to who owns Kick is still unknown. Stake.com, a cryptocurrency gaming platform, appears to be supporting the project. According to job postings from Australia-based startup EasyGo, Kick.com is a new venture created by the founders of EasyGo and Stake.com. Yeah, so Stake accounts also established and moderated the Kick subreddit in the past. Stake has not confirmed ownership of the platform as of this writing, but was a significant advertiser of Trainwreck on Twitch before being banned from the platform. Wait, what? Stake was a significant advertiser of Trainwreck on Twitch. Yeah. Twitch banned Stake.com. So if anyone doesn't know what Stake.com is, it's as they say, cryptocurrency gaming platform where I went into the website before. It's all full of gambling stuff, right? Slot machines and everything. And if you already feel like this is not comfortable for you, and it gets worse, right? It gets worse. And let's say it's already quite suspicious that no official confirmation has been announced as to who owns Kick.com. Isn't that suspicious? It's very suspicious, right? Even though we have second-hand information saying that it's supposed to be owned by EasyGo and Stake.com, but why the secrecy, right? Why the secrecy? And anyhow, moving on, that's what I want to know. And let's see, what are the features that are included in the platform? Explain why he is doing so and what Kick has to offer others. Thus far, he has pitched Kick as a creator-friendly platform that would eclipse Twitch and appears to be confident in its success. Not only that, but Nick Minam claimed that every streamer, regardless of their audience or popularity, will be compensated. As a result, here are among the advantages that Kicks.com hopes to introduce, according to Nick Minam. Right, so Kick.com, you don't know who the owners are, and you don't know if there's any employees that can respond to you in regards to this. Has all their promotions done by this one streamer called, Trainwreck. What a fitting name. And yeah, so again, this is just what a Twitch stream, not a Twitch streamer, what a streamer is talking about. And this streamer is proclaimed to be just an advisor to the to Kick.com, not a worker, not an employee, not the owner of Kick.com, but an advisor, and of course probably a promoter of Kick.com. So we have no idea whatever he says is considered to be true or not. So take that with a lot of grain of salt, right? But of course, probably some of these things can be corroborated with other streamers in Kick.com. But yeah, we'll look into this. Then, so first thing is there will be no unexplained bans, as is common on Twitch. Okay, I think this is a projection of his own experience by this streamer. Anyways, 95.5 revenue share. So this is the most popular reason people have been saying, to stream on Kick.com. Kick's created program formulas based on the number of hours a streamer streams. A flat rate based on Kick's advertising CPMs, cost per thousand, streamers' average views and views demographics and engagements. According to Trainwreck, further information regarding the program will be released in the near future. Right, so we don't know anything about it, and whether this information is going to be released by Kick.com, we don't know. So until then, nothing is set in stone. All right, 95.5 could be a full of conditions to happen, full of loopholes that we don't know about. All right, so don't just whenever you see this, like things that are too good to be true, there's always some sort of like a problem with it. All right, always have to scrutinize everything that whatever people are trying to sell to you. Okay. And we have donations and withdrawals. All donations made to live streamers will be returned in full, and withdrawals on the same day. Streamers on Kick will be able to pay on a monthly basis via Kick's payment processor Stripe, or on the same day after the stream concludes in popular cryptocurrencies Bitcoin or in Ethereum. Okay. Returning in full and withdrawals on the... I don't understand this. Donations made to live streamers will return in full and withdrawals on the same day. As in, it can be refunded back to the donators, or it can be withdrawn to the streamers immediately. That seems to be what it's trying to say. Streamers on Kick will be able to be paid on a monthly basis. So they use the Stripe system, not the PayPal system. Okay. Monthly basis. But quite interestingly, you can also be paid with Bitcoin or Ethereum. I don't know, people want that though. Right? Or is this an optional thing that people can be paid with? Like, I hope so. If I don't want to be forced to be paid with Bitcoins or Ethereum. Just that because I'm not familiar with it, and I don't really know the technical things in how to deal with Bitcoins and Ethereum, but also all the controversies behind cryptocurrency and, all that stuff. Enabling ethical gambling. What really distinguishes Kick from Twitch is the presence of a specialized gambling component. Twitch has prohibited unlicensed gambling slot websites, including Stake.com. Kick.com, on the other hand, appears to have taken a more tolerant approach, allowing streamers to participate in slot machines and gambling activities. The website includes a gambling area to make navigation easier. Right, so about gambling, I don't know. Well, and people have different opinions about it, but for me, I would say if the website, if a place is solely specifically just for gambling, I don't think there's a problem with that. But if a streaming platform that also has people playing Fortnite and Call of Duty or Overwatch or very, how do you say, games that have absolutely nothing to do with gambling, maybe, how do you say, streams that are specifically catered for audiences that are shouldn't be looking at gambling, because I understand gambling in certain countries like in Malaysia, only you can only gamble, or you can only be in the vicinity of gambling places if you're above 21 years old. So that's a problem, I would say, if you're trying to mix gambling together with a streaming platform. That's it. Twitch allows slot machines, I think a specific category of gambling, and I think some sort of like card games competition or something like that, like what's it called, poker or something, Texas poker. Anyways, yeah, if we want to criticize Kick.com about gambling, it would be hypocritical to say that Twitch is doing the same thing as well, although controlled, a bit more controlled, right? Like they don't allow unlicensed gambling to be streamed over there. But anyways, that's up to people to decide whether this is good or bad. I personally think it's bad and shouldn't be one of its prominent benefits, or how do you say, good points, pros in terms of streaming in Kick.com. Anyways, moving on. Live streamers will earn a consistent revenue. The life of a Twitch streamer is working an impossible number of hours trying to find success, Trainwreck said in an interview. For all but the largest creators, these hours go unrewarded. Twitch ignores small and mid-sized creators and gives their budget to a select small group of streamers via huge paid contracts. Small to mid-sized creators have few paid opportunities on Twitch and are expected to get by on their unfair subscription revenue suite and mega programs. Kick could spend millions of dollars acquiring large streamers exclusively. Instead, we're choosing to invest in all creators, he added. However, Trainwreck said that it will take time for every streamer to be compensated for their efforts, but Kick's creator program is a start. All sound very reasonable, right? Twitch definitely has problems trying to make it worthwhile for small and mid-sized streamers. I mean, I've been streaming for more than a year already. I can conclude that it's not a steady source of income in any way. But that could be for various reasons, really. Could be my problem. Not could be. It's most likely my problem. I do content in a very specific niche, in a very specific niche area. But anyways, that's it. Doesn't mean that whatever, Kick.com is proposing or has is better than Twitch. We don't know that. Especially we haven't seen anything official. Again, this is a streamer. This is a streamer trying to promote all these things, which has, of course, a closer relationship with the brand, with the platform. But he isn't technically the official representative. I wouldn't say the official representative, because again, at the end of the day, Kick.com would say something different, and we would be none the wiser, right? Say something different in their articles or their public announcements, or maybe they will one day show you the affiliate agreement. So things could all be different, or there could be some action. There could be exceptions, conditions, criteria, requirements that we don't know, right? Could be very biased, could be unfair. I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, from this news article, that's pretty much what we want to know. So we're going to be looking into the kick.com. All right. So be warned, there might be things that you want not supposed to see, right? But we will look into it in a professional manner, in a very, very how do you say, non-sus way of doing this. Right. So first of all, this is the main page of the website. Looks very familiar, right? Yes, it's almost a carbon copy of Twitch.com's main page. All right, and you can already see something very sus. But yeah, this is it. And down below here is where they put all their websites, emails, and social platforms they use. But how do I say this? Not much. They have their policies, all right? They have the community guidelines, DMCA policy, privacy policy, terms of service. There are 4 legal documents. That's it, all right? That's it. I can assure you they are not very long, but we'll only be looking into terms of service and community guidelines, all right? Just to be brief. DMCA, I've looked into it. Privacy policy, I haven't, but I don't think it's necessary because you'll find out in a sec, just based on the streams that are happening right now. Okay, so the most popular channel, most popular category is just chatting, just like Twitch. All right, just chatting is the most popular one because a lot of people just stream things in real life. So yeah, one thing you'll notice, there's a lot of scantily clad people. All right, scantily clad people doing all sorts of things. So that makes up majority of the just chatting category, I would say. The other portion, I would say, is it has a lot of what do you call Omegle? You know, you see, the first thing is an Omegle. How do you pronounce that? Omegle streams, where I've never used it before, but I've seen clips of it here and there. But it's basically a random social platform where you randomly chat with strangers in the internet, and it sounds fine. But the problem with this Omegle is it's prompt. It's very likelihood to be seeing something that you should be seeing, like how do I explain this? Unconsented, sexually explicit images, videos, or conversations, or anything really. That's the problem with all these randomized chat platforms, right? Fun fact: Twitch doesn't allow Omegle streams. So yeah, if you don't believe me, I already searched out on this. I also probably have seen this somewhere, news here and there. But yeah, inside Twitch's community guidelines, specifically under the sensitive content, extreme violence, gore, and other obscene conduct. So the one type of content that they do not allow is use randomized video chat services, right? So this is something Twitch doesn't allow, but apparently a lot of streamers in kick.com wants to stream this, and the titles that they have put on for these Omegle streams are pretty I don't know, like this one over here, pedo hunting on omet.tv, Omegle, HOEEES. So the titles I would say that themselves of these Omegle streams are, how do I say this, would have violated a lot of community guidelines in Twitch, right? In Twitch, the way they word their titles is always clickbaity, but more or less trying to use controversial things to attract people's attention. So it's not good. This is just me. It's like clicking on it. I mean, I can refresh it. I probably see more sus stuff. And also, the website keeps asking you to accept cookies. And man, is it annoying, and also not something I like. Yeah, Omegle, and a lot of, you know, scantily clad women, which may or may not would violate community guidelines in Twitch. That's it, you know. That's it. There is a lot of, you know, such streamers in Twitch itself as well, right? Can't say there isn't, there is, but not that many, as I understand, not that many. As far as I have browsed through the past few weeks, most of it is pretty tame. But yeah, a lot of Omegles, a lot of all this stuff, and also, you know, not to mention there is a lot of people streaming movies, right? Streaming movies, streaming cartoons, all sort of you know, very, very obviously copyright infringement stuff. So what my point is, all right, is that boy oh boy, the moderation in this website is severely lacking. So right now I'm looking at these casino categories. So yeah, you can see, as you can see, they have all sorts of gambling happening here, right? Slots, roulettes, I think cards as well, bingos even. All this, we have no idea whether they are illegal or not to be streaming this kind of content. But yeah, not good, not good. These are the two of the top categories in Kick.com. And if you're thinking there's a lot of people watching, think again. For just chatting category, there's like 20,000 viewers, and slot casinos, second most popular one, is total of 5,000 only, and the rest is like 1,000, less than 1,000. So from that streamer trying to say that this is going to be a huge success, it's still yet to be seen. Kick.com has been up for, I would say, more than 6 months already, or longer than that. I'm not certain. I'm not very certain, but it has been around, and it's not booming or like going crazy as people are trying to, you know, how do you say, make of it. So yeah, they have a lot of categories. Right? They have a lot of categories, but these are the top categories that they have. But not getting a lot of views, not getting a lot of people watching. Of course, you know, they have strangely, they are hot tubs, pools, and bikinis is not that popular, but also is one of the most very sus streams, sus categories in here. How do you say? I actually clicked on this one, this massaging video. It's not even it's like it's not nothing really. It's, of course, you know, showing some partial nudity, but there's nothing in the video. Nothing is going on with the video. It's like a 30-second looping video. 30-second looping video. It just reverse and restarts, reverse and starts again. But people are watching it for some reason. But yes, not a good place, as you can see, not a good place to be streaming if you you want to, you know, try and bring a community here. And of course, since the streams themselves are not moderated in any sufficient manner or adequate manner from my perspective, imagine how the chat would be. What sort of audience is going to be in this type of platform? Think about it. It's if the streams are not getting moderated, are the chats getting moderated, right? What kind of people are using Kick.com? Are you willing to, you know, face all the possible harassment, discrimination, all sorts of nasty, hateful conduct that's happening in this place? And if it does happen, do you have any recourse? You know, do you have any ways to prevent that, right? Compared to Twitch, you know, which has a lot of functions, features to help you moderate your streams and chat. But not only that, there are also third-party extensions to help you moderate as well, like, you know, Stream Elements, as well as the very, very useful, helpful SiriSbot in fighting against hate raids or bots and all that stuff. Kick.com doesn't have any of those things, as far as I can see. Or is supported by, you know, Stream Elements is not supporting Kick.com. I don't think so. I don't think it is. From my memory, it's like there is Twitch, YouTube, maybe TikTok, I'm not sure. But Kick.com is not one of them. So yeah, that's also a problem, I would say, if you're looking to try and stream over here. All sorts of problems, right? So that's it in regards to, you know, how the website looks like. Let's move on to terms of service. I can tell you it's roughly the same thing as Twitch's TOS, with a few weird exceptions and probably an indication that they copied this from somewhere. That they didn't draft this by themselves. I feel like they copied this from Twitch terms of service because they look very similar. All right. So I won't be going into too much of these terms and conditions, but I would like to point out this one. Right. So the first section over here, the service. So they say company provides a platform for the online streaming services where users can connect with the streamers and communicate with others through posting, chat rooms, etc. Users users may visit the website, view content, post content, and chat with other users. Right, there seems like to be you know, nothing wrong with this until you scroll down towards this part, section 5, security. So when you look at this category, you're supposed to think, so they're going to talk about how what are the security measures, the cyber security measures, maybe, or, you know, how you are safe in when you're using this website. Yeah, probably that. Nope. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as clause 1, section 1. Company provides a platform, blah 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 blah. It's the same thing. I'm not joking, all right? This is not me recreating this terms of service all over again, but it, yeah. So I just so happened to look at this. I didn't really seriously go through the entire TOS, but okay. Definitely a sign that they copied something. They copied this terms of service from somewhere. All right, probably edited it, but didn't proofread the thing. All right, didn't proofread the thing. So, jokes aside, this is bad. Right, this is serious. If you have a broken or incomplete terms of service, it means that they are not really professional. You know, as a company that is trying to boast that they are a competitor against Twitch. Making these sort of mistakes in their legal document, it's not a good sign. Right? It's not a good sign. Other than that, interesting things to know about. They talk about disputes with other users. All right, so they're telling you here, you are solely responsible for interactions with other users. We reserve the right, but have no obligation to monitor disputes between you and other users. Company shall have no liability for your interactions with other users or for any user's actions and inactions. So, this is fine, the interactions between maybe the streamer with the chat or within the chat is something that we have to have be careful, or just be responsible, just deal with it ourselves. But kind of sounds like you're trying to say, yeah, we have rules and such against people trying to be, violating the community guidelines and such, but just so you know, we don't care. It's our responsibility to care. This is even if they they definitely can put this terms and conditions here, and I've checked. Twitch doesn't have this kind of clause in it. I don't know where they got this from, but yeah, it sounds like they won't take any actions if there were people violating the community guidelines. Kind of speaks truth in the way I've been seeing how the streams are labeled and what the contents are in the streams. They don't care. They don't care what's inside the streams as long as people are streaming in their platform, apparently, right? So yeah, that's a problem. That's a red flag. And rights to your content. So this is about whatever you upload in kick.com. It can be used for whatever they want. This is not really a red flag. Every other social media platform has this clause, and from my brief glance through of this huge paragraph, it's the same. It's the same as the Twitch one. So other than that, everything else is not that important. I tried to find if there's anything about paying streamers, paying of their revenue. The only thing I saw is this, not really specifying streamers, but they just say, unless otherwise agreed by the parties in writing, if applicable, company shall remit payments due to you hereunder no later than 30 days after the end of each calendar month in which the applicable fees are received. Right, so they just tell you, if they owe you any money, they will pay it within 30 days. Payment shall be in the form you select when you register for the service, but is subsequently updated as permitted by the service. Payments shall only be made in those months in which the amount due to you totals at least $10. So, yeah, they tell you that you will be paid within 30 days, and there is a threshold of $10. Very, very low, right? That's kind of corroborates with what the that Trainwreck streamer is saying, that it caters to small streamers in getting paid, compensated whenever they stream. So yeah, this corroborates that. Unpaid amounts due shall accrue until the next month in which the amount due is at least $10. Company reserves the right to withhold payment or charge back to your user account any amounts otherwise due to us under these terms, or amounts due to any breach of these terms by you, pending company's reasonable investigation of such breach. Right, so they are saying they can withhold your payment, which sounds reasonable, sounds rational. Company also reserves the right to withhold payment or chargeback to your user account any amount subject to dispute, such as in the case of credit card chargebacks pending successful resolution of the dispute. To ensure proper payment, you are solely responsible for providing and maintaining accurate contact and payment information associated with your user account, which includes without limitation applicable tax information. Hello Melon, Have you been into kick.com? If you have, would you let me know what's your experience like? Probably you haven't, right? Because I believe there's no VTubers over there. If there is, probably not a lot. If we believe that we are obligated to obtain tax information and do not provide this information, pretty standard stuff. I need third-party fee. If you did, yeah, nothing much on how much you actually get paid, what sort of the revenue split is, and how they calculate everything. No, nothing about that. Did you say kick? Yes, I said kick. And by the way, from the way you responded, you definitely don't know what am I talking about. So it's okay. Never mind me. So that's pretty much it. I just want what I want to talk about, the terms of service. It's bad, right? It's bad. Just because of this, all right? Because of this one mistake where they literally paste the same thing in clause 1 in clause 5. So they are missing a big chunk of something I would say very important to that they should be talking about, the security, whatever that means, right? Whatever security means. Copy pasting terms and conditions, and oh my goodness. Anyways, moving on, right? They have their community guidelines. So we'll be looking at their community guidelines. How long are their community guidelines? This long. Their community guidelines is this long. I haven't heard about it since the Adin Rose drama, plus it doesn't have an app. It doesn't have an app? I think it recently had an app or something. Oh, it doesn't. Let me look at this. Does Kick Streaming have an app? Kick, a Twitch competitor, has announced a launch date for its mobile app, with the streaming network set to arrive on mobile devices in the coming weeks. Oh, it still doesn't have an app. Right. I don't know, is this sarcasm? Kick, a Twitch competitor. Kick is far from a competitor, more like a bootleg streaming platform, or some image. So yeah, that's why not many people are using it. They haven't tapped into the mobile user community. All right, community guidelines, very short. So I would just briefly go through this because I have a very, very, good hunch that they are not enforcing any of the community guidelines. Or if there is, probably in extreme cases, like maybe they are streaming porn or something, then they will ban the person. But so far, there's a lot of very sus things in kick.com, right? So if anyone wants to visit it or attempt to visit it yourself, be advised, be cautious. It's not going to be pretty inside there. So yeah. When you join Kick, you are joining a diverse community of people located all over the world. Our goal is to keep the Kick experience fun and safe for all. These guidelines help establish what behavior is acceptable and not acceptable on our platform. This is us making our best effort to set fair and reasonable boundaries. However, we are a new platform and changes to these guidelines will occur as we embark on this journey together and receive your feedback. So, one thing's for certain, they don't tell you what they would do if people violated this community guidelines. Compared to Twitch, YouTube, Twitter even, they tell you what they will do if you violate this community guidelines. But nope, they are quite silent on it, and the only sentence they have is this: please contact us to report violations or any feedback or such.
Stretch.
Hey Pungyo, welcome. Don't ever use kick.com. Don't ever suggest people to use kick.com. If people are using it, please advise them to stop. Yeah, it kind of does. Uh, so yeah, they have a community guidelines, but the only thing they tell you is that please contact us to report violations, but they do not provide any contact details how to report this and provide feedback and suggestions. Where to provide them? I don't know. Will do. The TOS looks so breh. Oh, you just came by. I'll just show you the problem with the TOS again. I probably post this on Twitter as well. As you can see, clause 1, the service. Yeah, they talk about what they do, what this platform does for people. Yeah, it seems fine until you go to clause 5. All right, in clause 5 it says security. Yeah, so reading up to this point, you probably I want to know about what security. Oops, sorry, security is just a copy paste of clause 1. Like baby's first social media, baby programmer's first social media. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, after, you know, as I say, whenever I'm in a bad mood or anything, I don't feel well, just need time to process it, and once I'm done, I'm good. It's owned by a Twitch streamer, I think. Oh my goodness. Melon, I'm not laughing at it. I'm laughing at the idea that people think that this is owned by a Twitch streamer. I understand why, though. I understand why. No wonder it looks like a bit rip-off UI-wise. Glad to hear that, man. Some Twitch streamer nicknamed Trainwreck or something is their lead spokesperson. Yes. So it's the Twitch streamer is not really how do you say, the owner, or not even the employee of Kick.com. We don't know who he is in official relationship with the Kick.com, because Kick.com has never acknowledged whether Trainwreck is their advisor or something, as he proclaims to be advisor to Kick.com. Truly a train wreck. Yeah, so do take note. I have this. If people want to look into this news, there is a brief one talking about it. What is Kick? And yeah, all the while, Kick.com's advertisement or promotions have been happening is being done by a Twitch streamer, a streamer. Of course, you know, he also streams in Kick.com, but originally was from Twitch.com, but was banned because he was streaming a gambling game that is not approved license in the United States or something. So that's why he got banned, and he was very angry, and then probably worked with Kick.com to set up this streaming not Kick.com, the other company called Stake.com. Yeah, Stake.com was the gambling platform, which Twitch doesn't allow people to stream that type of gambling. And the gambling Twitch streamers are just another thing altogether. I'm so confused. Stick and Kick. Yeah, I get why you would be confused because the name is so generic. But Kick.com, which we don't know who exactly is the how do you say? Let me take a look. Try to find out if they have a company information over here. Nope. I get that why people this is a really big red flag, which I didn't I totally forgot to mention this. Even in their terms of service, where you're supposed to tell people the company, right, that you're making a agreement with, making the terms of service to agree with. But no, we have no idea. Kick.com is not a company, I think, itself. Other than that, yeah, it only has been rumored to be owned by this gambling company called Stake.com, Stake, Stake. Red flags galore. The revenue share is supposedly 95% to the streamer. Yeah, supposedly. But that's the thing. This is, again, all the information you probably have heard about Kick.com is through this guy. It's through the Trainwreck. Nothing official has yet to come, right? I'm not sure why it hasn't come. It hasn't come out yet, and the Kick.com has not announced this anywhere in their website. They don't have a blog. They don't have a help article. They have nothing in their website, right? They only have 4 legal documents: the terms of service, community guidelines, privacy policy, the DMCA policy. Other than that, nothing. They have nothing. You can see over here, only 4 legal documents, nothing else, nothing explaining what Kick.com is. Stick. I mean, Kick, good company. I trust them. I would definitely stream on that side. Yeah, so that's it, right? That's it. Yes, most likely they have probably a much better revenue split compared to Twitch, but I don't know how safe it is in terms of, all the transactions are happening via this website, via this streaming platform. They are saying they are using Stripe. Supposedly, I don't think there's any problem with it, Stripe, but they are, as you can see, they're also paying people. They could be paying people in Bitcoin, Ethereum. So that's another thing, all right? Another thing people might be turned off is that, yes, Kick.com utilizes cryptocurrency as a form of payment to streamers, all right? Over here, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Where is it? Let me search it. Oh no, it won't let me search. Alright, I'm just going to eyeball search. Eyeball search this. Crypto is too. No revenue if there's no adoption between viewers and streamers. Space is not as disruptive as they think it is for the content creation market. Might as well have paid it in NFTs. Oh no, if they decide to do that, ooh, even worse. NFTs. Oof, I haven't heard that word since a long time. Let me start from here. To ensure proper payment. I search over here? No, don't search from here. It's not over here? I feel like I saw this over here though. Oh wait, it's over here. Wait, right? Bitcoin. Over here. So this is again not Kick.com saying it. This is Trainwreck saying it. So on the same day after the stream concludes in popular cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. So don't know whether this information is true or not. We'll wait until Kick.com gives the official, announcement. And yeah, going back to community guidelines. I'll just briefly go through it, all right? Briefly go through it because I don't think they take any of this seriously. They don't take moderation seriously. Just by, just look through it. Just look through their website, okay? And you'll understand. All right, general restrictions. Kick prohibits activities and materials, including live streams, videos, and comments. I'm sorry? Okay, I understand. That's harmful, deceptive, offensive, or illegal. encourage or promote harmful, deceptive, offensive, or illegal conduct, violate any Kik's terms of service, privacy policy, copyright policy, or other policies. All right, so interestingly, they mentioned copyright policy or other policies. So far, they only have one policy, which is the privacy policy. Other than that, they don't have a copyright policy. Maybe they are referring to DMCA policy, but there's no other policy. Contain nudity or pornographic or depict nude sexual activity, actual or simulated, facilitate, encourage, offer, or solicit sexual conduct, involve or promote fraud, scams, or deceptions, invade privacy of private places, communications, or persons, cause or promote emotional distress. They're also they're just statements. They're just things. I can make all these rules. even I can do all this. Involve threats and harassment, involve excessive or burdensome unwanted attention, impersonate individuals, organizations through likeness, voice, name, or other identifying attributes, defame others, contain streamer-operated lotteries or sweepstakes, dox individuals or provide personal information of others without their consent, involve spam or unwanted commercial, relevant, or repeated communications, persistently share harmful misinformation, depict, cause, or encourage self-harm, cause or encourage violent conduct, constitute or encourage hate speech that directly attacks a person or group on the basis of race, abuse the platform's resource and rewards, manipulate Kik service, involve hacks, cheating, violation, interfere with normal use of Kik or impairs operations, attempt or circumvent, evade enforcement of Kik terms of service, collect information regarding other persons for use outside Kik service. All very. You'd think this is they are very thorough with what you can and can't do in the streaming platform. But the thing is, it pales in comparison to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and explaining community guidelines. They are very, very broad in general, right? It doesn't give you examples. It doesn't explain you what is harmful, what is harassment. You know, they're the most hot topic right now. Still hot topic, I would say. Or violent. What is hateful? What is violent? All that stuff probably requires some explaining to be done. You better be off streaming on Facebook. Oof, that's a burn. Wait. Oh, there's a lot of chat is happening. I trust insert company. Yeah, but they seem untrustworthy. Personally, they could have worked these things internally before actually launching. They probably want to get that, streamer money from which I'm referring to, that gambling company, because they have been banned from Twitch, so they have lost a source of some sort of a free advertisement in that platform. So they are trying to make a bootleg version of Twitch to promote their gambling activities. That's my assumption, at the very least. So they're not really concerned with how or what people would be streaming there, as long as people can stream gambling activities that are found in their own company, provided by their own company. The Stripe is pretty sound from personal experience. Yep, crypto, there's still no revenue if there's no adoption between viewers and streamers. 95% of 0 equals 0. This place is not as disruptive as they think it is to the content creation market. Don't give them ideas. This and it actually works for some people. I should do my scuff streams on Facebook till I get my shits together. Oh no. I don't know. I have zero experience with Facebook streaming. I don't know anyone that streams in Facebook. You know, I know people stream on YouTube and even Bleeply, but I don't I don't know. That was a joke. I know it was a joke, but I last time, like probably a long time ago, when I was like looking into different platforms to stream, I just briefly checked out, you know, Facebook's live streaming service. I don't know. I don't really have much to comment on it. It's just that the interface is not that friendly for me. As in, navigating through that page is confusing for me. Facebook streaming only really seems to work out for face-scan people in some parts of Southeast Asia, mostly the Philippines and Brazil, from what I see. I don't know. A lot of Malaysians do stream over there as well. At least it's because of my account is from Malaysia, and probably that's why they are showing me a lot of Malaysian streamers. Yeah, it's just what in the heck. Those are places where Facebook's ubiquitous. The US built for aliens and lizard people. Man, always with the lizard people joke. Copyrighted materials on Kick. You must not transmit. All right. I don't think they have this, but let's just casually browse through their category. So they say they take copyright concerns seriously. Let's see if they are streaming any movies or animes or cartoons. So again, for anyone that's came by to watch, it might be sus things. Yeah, so one over here streaming some TV show, and streaming YouTube. This looks sus. A lot of things look sus. So yeah, another movie. Okay, so that's two. Another movie. I think this is a movie. And apparently a lot of people are subbing to this type of content, apparently. And I can see it, barely see it though, but yeah. People are paying for content like this. Paying copyright infringement. Of course, you know, that said, there are people streaming movies, animes, cartoons in Twitch as well. Not saying there isn't any, but probably not as much as this one. Right, another TV series. I think this is what, 2.5 Men. And yeah, most of it is Omegle, right? Most of it is, for some reason, Omegles. Which is, you know, again, people, oh, what is this? Strip club. Very tasteful. Very tasteful. Yeah, on Twitch, for those that do not know, Twitch do not allow people to stream Omegle for various reasons. One being you can't control whatever you're watching on Omegle, the people you talk to, because it's randomized, and the possibility of seeing something community guidelines violating is there. That's why Twitch doesn't allow it. And apparently all the people who wants to stream that kind of content went towards here, right? And the titles, which I've seen and remembered, probably here as well, also talks about trying to find sexually explicit content or some type of controversial content in Omegle. So yeah. Fair, I also see a good amount of Malaysian streamers, but there are very few who have global reach, is what I meant. Yeah, not. I would say Facebook's algorithm is too restrictive that it restricts you to where people your exposure to your platform is restricted to where you are living in. I would say Twitch doesn't have this problem. I think that Twitch doesn't have this problem. YouTube possibly has this problem as well, where only a certain specific region of content is being shown to people. But that's me. That I feel like that's it might be because if a person depends on the person's interactions with what type of content they interact with in YouTube. Still quite sleepy. If it's Morbius, does it really count? Oh man, that thing that happened where, you know, someone was streaming Morbius on Twitch and they got banned. I feel this is just a wild west for people who want to do things Twitch TOS currently prevents them from doing. I feel like people got worse at using the internet in the past few years. Oh, it didn't get worse, it's just that it got popularized. Like 4chan. 4chan got popularized, unfortunately, because of recent events. I feel like people, if they are this down bad for content, it does. I still have my main YouTube account set to South Africa since I lived there. And only South African content still suggests me is the news. I see. Yeah, it does. I don't see a lot of Malaysian news, but my YouTube also recommends me a lot of news that are, you know, local, which I don't really mind. Sometimes I want to watch what's the train wreck is our Malaysian politics right now. If you're using YouTube Incognito, you'll get country-specific recommendations. Yes, I think so. But yeah, going back here, they don't really care about copyright infringement. But then again, I can't say this is any worse than Twitch, because, you know, a lot of people do reaction videos. A lot of people do quite literally just streaming copyrighted music, copyrighted music videos, even cartoons, anime, TV shows, dramas, whatever. There's plenty in Twitch, but I understand why, you know, this is prevalent, because how the reporting systems in this type of social platforms is, they don't allow anyone to report copyright infringement because of a problem with I guess with the law, maybe, as in only the copyright holder can do the claim, right? If the content that is being shown on someone else's stream or a video or YouTube channel or Twitch, only the person with the copyright can take actions against them. For example, telling Twitch or YouTube to, you know, put it down or change the revenue flow towards them instead of the channel, all that stuff. So that's why, you know, copyright infringement content is a lot is rampant. It's not being enforced. If you're using YouTube, but on your account it uses Google's data on you, so it's mostly educational channels. Or I think it's mostly educational channels for me. It's because I follow a lot of educational channels. Do you think it'd be worth if Mimas baited Sony into putting Morbius back into the theaters at that time? I've tested this in the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Again, you say third time, I can't read. While logged out, funny and scary, YouTube seems to suggest very right-wing content on my incognito tabs. That still happens. I thought YouTube algorithm has, kind of changed it up. That might also be region specific from my own experience. Personally, having worked for copyright enforcement, I still agree that only the copyright holder should be able to make a valid copyright request. Yeah, that's the thing that how do you say? That's still how copyright infringement claims work. Copyright claims work for the social platforms. No, my hands are moving. Sometimes it just closes itself. I don't know why. Oh no, it's not detecting. My hand. Oh, come on. All right. Good. My hands are working again. Sorry. Yeah, the social media machine in Southeast Asia is very gained. Kind of sad, but that's a topic for this. Not a topic for this place. No, it's fine. It's fine. We can talk about anything really. We don't have a lot of things to talk about with Kick.com because the website is not a full website. It's full of flaws, full of problems, mistakes here and there. So yeah, but anyways, we'll just go through this quickly and then just call it a day. Right, copyright materials. I don't think we really need to talk about this. Sexually explicit content. Again, we don't really need to talk about. They don't really specify what is considered, what is sexually suggestive clothing. If we look into the streams already, there's a lot of, I would say, could be considered sexually suggestive. Sexually suggestive commentary is also very rampant. All the stuff, so pointless. Username policy, Gambling on Kick with others users is strictly prohibited. This includes any form of buy-in from users using Kicks, as well as sweepstakes and lotteries. Whether you may stream gambling games online poker, online blackjack, depends on laws and regulations of the country you are located. Yeah, so they're telling you, we don't care whether the gambling game you're playing is illegal or not. We don't care. So this is their policy on it. Mature audience. So this is just telling you if your streams are for mature audiences only, for adults only, you should tag it, but probably also pointless as well. Content labels also pointless as well. Basically telling you what sort of you should tag describe your content accurately. But again, Twitch also has a problem with this. Enforcement. In order to protect our users, we reserve the right without wanting to change our content label to 18+, mute accounts from Kick chats, forum, Discord, remove moderator or other privileges from accounts, add restrictions to accounts, remove or hide content, disable, suspend or ban individuals and accounts, terminate accounts that have violated or guidelines, prohibited previous restrictions or bans, change your category, title, username or profile. Right. Okay, very brief. All of this is very brief. I don't know. I feel like their community guidelines is just to put there for completion's sake. just there for completion's sake. There's no emphasis on anything. There's no further details. There's no examples. There's no how do you say not completed. There's no, I don't feel like this would make anyone follow the community guidelines seriously. Is that what I'm trying to say? It's like putting a rule to say don't be a bad person. That's pretty much how I feel this community guidelines is in comparison to the other ones, relatively speaking. All right. So with that, I think I can call it. I can call this done. Right. If anyone has any questions about Kick.com, please let me know. I'll be reading chat now and also looking at the questionnaire if people have questions over here. No questions. Okay, we're done here. So I'm going to look at chat. Algorithms are all gain. Unfortunately, at least that's how they feel. Kind of. Too ripe for abuse for otherwise. Corporate stuff. I remember back in the day when DeviantArt allowed third-party claims. But Jake has been disarmed. Jake, have you heard of Buzzly, by the way? I have no idea what is Buzzly. That place was also a train wreck thanks to being just about as vague and half-baked as this. I remember the VTuber tag thing. Yeah, the VTuber tag thing. No effort to even save their butts. The questions, Your Honor. Oh, you and I is explaining about it. At some point last year, normal in real life chatting and just some other streamers tagging their streams as VTubers to get the growing audience for the genre at the time. Yes, this is actually something I wrote. I talked about in a YouTube video. Although now it's redundant. It's basically, yeah, a lot of people, because of the VTuber tags trending, and a lot of Twitch streamers that are, you know, in real life streamers, they are not using a virtual avatar of any kind, decided to use the tag and flooded the entire, you know, category with real life streams. So that was a problem, and still is a problem. Because Twitch decided, you know, in regards to labeling tags and all that stuff, you decide what is right, what is wrong. Previously, right, before they made this change, they actually have a definition of the fixed tags they provided, right? They have a definition for what is a VTuber. So in my video talking about it, I told people there is a place for people to find out what these tags are for and what they are, what they mean. So if they are trying to tell people that they don't know what what these tags are for, they are not really, you know, how do you say, they've not done their research, or they don't really care about it. But unfortunately, after the change, I think by the end of the year, they removed this definition altogether and decided, you know, make your own tags and decide whatever it means for you, and you know that would be best describing your content on stream. So they didn't resolve the problem, they just let the problem persist. Also, hello Mage Wolf. We're actually experiencing that right now in the Asian VTuber community. Ah, you're talking about a hashtag, yeah. Twitter hashtag. By the way, Jake, how do you feel about someone like me using the VTuber tag? Why? You're a VTuber, right? Or am I imagining things? I've been seeing your VTuber model, but just my brain is interpreting it as a virtual model instead. More than I do, but sometimes I do face cam in real live streams. There's no problem with that. The problem comes with people using the tag and absolutely have no relations to being a VTuber or anything like that, or using a virtual avatar. If let's say I would say a far stretch definition of VTuber is people who stream VR chat. That may be still considered, all right, as a VTuber, because you know, when you're playing VR chat, you're using a virtual avatar and you're interacting with people via the VR chat avatar. So yeah, that's still considered VTuber. There are also very popular, you know, streamers like the what what's her name? Miko or something. The very, very, very talented person who made her own virtual avatar with all the programming, with all this physics, all this stuff, made it her own with, you know, all the technology given to her, provided, purchased. I would consider that a VTuber as well. Even though she a lot of times shows her real life face as real life face, you know, as well. Besides, I can't exactly stream my traditional art without actual view of my camera. But glad to hear tonight some people do not consider me a VTuber. So again, if I feel like this needs to be, you know, this has gone a bit tangent, so I'll end the VOD here. So I'm sorry for those that are looking forward to, you know, talking about VTubers and such. But yeah, for those that are watching on my YouTube channel in the future, the VOD, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have anything to, you know, let me know about Kick.com, and if you feel like it's a good platform, let me know. I don't know, maybe you can convince me, or, you know, why is it a bad platform to be streaming? So yeah, how do I say this? Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you when I see you. All right. Oh man, there's a bad that's a bad ending. Anyway, take care, stay hopeful, but be critical. Bye to the VOD viewers. All right, to the VOD viewers.